Hi, I'm Alyssa Tran, and these are my essentials. So my first item are my running shoes, and I don't run as much as I used to or as much as I want to, but it's still a love of mine. I ran cross country all 4 years of high school, but I only ran track and field my senior year because I grew up a swimmer. Ever since I was 3, so I swam competitively in high school and basically all my life, but from like my freshman to junior years, and I started to get recruited for college for cross country my senior year, and I needed to run track if I wanted to or get scholarship money for college. So my senior year after cross country, I switched from swim to track. Therefore, I got recruited by multiple colleges, but I ended up choosing UC Riverside. However, I had to quit after my second year because I was offered a full-time internship with Disney, which leads me to my next item. So my second item is my company ID. So like I basically like hook these onto like the belt loops of my pants, or when I'm at work I just like slip it into my pocket, but it's how I get to work. I show this like when I have to go backstage or when I clock in, but basically I did the Disney College program in spring 2019, which ran from January to August 2019. Since it was full-time, I took an academic leave of absence for 2 quarters, but it was the best 8 months of my life. Like, I wouldn't do anything to change that. So basically I learned a lot from the higher ups in the company, and that's where I decided what I wanted to concentrate in business, which is marketing. Besides taking these classes, which was part of the internship, I learned a lot about how Disney runs as a company, got some backstage tours of the parks, such as I rode Space Mountain with the lights on. That was pretty awesome. And then the other main thing of the internship is I worked in the parks. So for me, I worked at a restaurant in Carsland of California Adventure called Flo's V8 Cafe. I met like all my like best friends, and I had the best managers. But of course, all things must come to an end, but I was offered a part-time job to stay at my location of Flo's. So I don't take any more of those classes because that was just part of the internship, but I still have some connections from the classes, which is, I think, pretty cool. So a perk about working at Disneyland is that I get to go into the parks for free, and I can't go into Disneyland without wearing mini ears. These were my first pair when I got them in middle school, and now I have about 16 ears. As you can see behind me, this is just like a small fraction of it. But I also have like a bunch of Disney hats, Disney shirts, Disney sweaters, and I like spend all my money there. So when Disney pays me for working, I basically just give my money right back to them. Like, yeah. The fourth thing I cannot live without is music. Specifically, my favorite artist / band is the Jonas Brothers, and I don't have not one, but 2 copies of their latest album, Happiness Begins. Check it out. I've loved them since I was about 10 years old, and they recently got back together as a band last year, and I went to 3 of their concerts on their Happiness Begins tour. But fun fact, I got front row pit tickets for my first show, and then the 3rd show I went to, I won those tickets for free because I was caller 9 on AMP radio. Like, I never call for those radio contests, but I just lucked out, and this is like the best. It was the best thing ever. I recommend checking the Jonas Brothers out, and to help you out with that, my fave songs from each of their albums are from It's About Time, Please Be Mine from their self-titled album Jonas Brothers. I couldn't pick one, so there's Good Night and Goodbye, Hold On, That's Just the Way We Roll, and When You Look Me in the Eyes. And then from their third album, a little bit longer, Be Good and Tonight. From their next album, Lines, Vines, and Trying Times, Paranoid and Fly With Me. And then from their latest album, Happiness Begins, Hesitate, I Believe, and Roller Coaster. Let me know if you listen to them, what your favorite is. I just love them so much. Like, I cannot live without them. And my final item is my Laudate app. So I was born and raised Catholic, and my faith is who I am and everything I aspire to be. So I just use this app for the daily readings, the daily prayer, and like the daily Bible verse. The whole app is basically a guide for Catholicism because it also includes stuff like the order of the Mass and the Rosary and the Chaplet. I cannot live without this app. Like, I use it every day, and it just brings me closer to God and to my faith. And those are my essentials. Thank you for watching.